going, everybody? Just here, I'm gonna try to talk over on this video, opposed to where most of the content I do, I just kind of play music in the background while watching the race. The type of videos that I prefer to watch, I feel talking over the race just doesn't do it. At least I don't like it. Other people might. But in this video here, I did an event through the KATVA Off-Road Motorcycle Association. And this event was called Conquer the Corduroy. This event, it's pretty much like for anybody who's never done the corduroy, never done maybe an enduro event to this magnitude, a nice little walkthrough of how to do everything. So there's 26 riders in this, and there's myself and another gentleman that did not sign up. We might have had the same luck where we missed sign up. But from my understanding, there was only 500 spots this year, and they all filled up in 24 hours from the date of eventing. Listen to me there. And I talk. But the whole point to this event, it was to teach people, or teach people that's never ridden this terrain how to conquer different obstacles, how to choose the correct lines. There was a good part of it too in the beginning where they kind of walked you through what tools to have, what you should bring. A cool thing with this event that we did is they kind of gave everybody, at least that's in this group, a sneak peek at corduroy. They kind of gave them a course outlay of how everything goes, a name of all the course sections, where the start stops are, where your transits are, and that kind of stuff. So anybody that did this Conquering the Cord event, they got a heads up to how the race goes. Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself here. I hope I wasn't the only one that crashed in this event. But yeah, no, they pretty much walk you through how to do everything. They walk you through what happens Friday, what happens Saturday, what happens a Sunday, the levels of riders, classes you can enter in, and stuff like that. They explain to you how the minutes work. So they use the example of minute 30. So you'd ride at minute 30, you had 1 hour. Like, let's say you took off at 9:30 in the morning. You have, if I remember correctly, the first half of the day, or the first half of Saturday, you have 30 minutes between checkpoints. If you go past that, you get a DNF. The second day is 1 hour. If anybody watching this video knows, just feel free to put a comment in, because I'm probably saying it wrong. Or maybe I'm saying it right, I don't know.
I guess you gotta go
just
look
reading
at this
the
stuff,
PDF form here.
Look at this stuff, you're racing through it.
And it looks like, yeah, half hour on the first day, and an hour on the second day. And they have an e-bike class.
It's always a worrisome part, eh?
Okay.
Right? Sit, boo-boo. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, so as you can see there, guys, there's some of the types of terrain you come in the corduroy. That one there, I think I heard, I think his name was Blair, Sharpness, Bruce, I don't know, can't remember. He was saying that, I believe he was saying that was like a pro line or something like that, so it might not steer some of the beginner class riders through that stuff. They might not. But yeah, I forget where it was. Oh yeah, the time intervals. Another thing we went through was like tools, what to bring and that stuff. Now, I guess anybody that rides dirt bikes and does any of that fun stuff, they gotta carry tools with them to begin with. Like I carry a little fanny pack that holds, but being I'm on a two-stroke, I have spare spark plugs. I have nuts, bolts, I have general tools to tighten up anything that is loose on my bike when I ride, my hand guards, I have general tools for my carburetor, which is like flap blade screwdriver or star screwdriver. I run tubes in my bike. I do not carry a spare tube, knock on wood. I've been blessed with only ever having one puncture, and that puncture was due to a nail on the trail, not due to obstacles. And I've done some pretty good stuff over the last couple of years, stuff like that. So I'd like to go to a moose setup, but the cost of it, it's just I can't afford it. I don't make much. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, with the corduroy, what we got here was a chance to ride in the Somerville Forest. So I believe they said this was day 2. Some of these trails are not in the corduroy. Some of these trails are used in the corduroy, but are not being used this year because, well, I guess they don't want people riding the trails, or maybe some of this is. I don't know. I'm not riding this event this year. Unfortunately, I missed sign up. So, but yeah, this is the kind of stuff you go through. So they walk you through the terrain and how to do that. They walk you through the tests, hay, all that stuff. A lot of the course is held on private property. They go through what tools to bring, stuff like that. They also go through what kind of hardware you have. Like one of the event organizers, Sean, he was explaining to us where he keeps spare brake levers and clutch levers, and then where he keeps a spare shifter and stuff like that. How he keeps tools on his bike and stuff like that to help out people so that you're not carrying this stuff in a camel pack if you're riding. Because there's expected, I think they said 260 kilometers of just riding over the course of the 2 days for the corduroy. So to carry, like my little pack I wear is probably 2 pounds, and I wear it on my hips. It's a lot. It's a lot to carry over, well, probably 6-7 hours of riding over the day. Maybe not. I've never ridden that much, so I don't know. I know after a couple hours of riding, I feel the weight on my hips, hurts my back. I couldn't imagine doing it for several hours. But it's the things they explain to you and how to carry that kind of stuff. So as you see in this kind of stuff, as we're watching here, some of it is easy. There is some tough stuff, but most of it's just kind of fun single track here. Like I said, not much of this stuff is actually in the corduroy. Not this year, they say, but these trails have been used in past. They're in Somerville. I do know that there is going to be some of the corduroy in Somerville, and I just don't know when. As they said, most of the stuff is private property. So a lot of this stuff is, at least for us Ontario residents, or yeah, I guess Ontario residents, I don't know if anybody else is watching this from around the world, or a different country even, but we have an app we can get on our phones, and we can see where these trails are, and we can go ride them publicly, which is a handy feature. I can't speak for anywhere else in the country or the world, but it is a handy thing to have. Other things they went over on the corduroy was how the impound works and stuff like that, and how they set it up. It was really cool listening to that kind of stuff, especially for somebody as myself that is not riding the corduroy. At least it gives me the opportunity on what to look forward to next year if I can actually make sign up. So, yeah, let's keep watching here, and if I can think of something, I'll butt in.
Like, guess I gotta go back and try that again. Not have enough go-go shoes.
And as I watch myself do that section and listen to the way I talk, I wonder what the hell do I think when I do this. I probably do this while while racing too, but I don't pay attention to it because I play music in the background over top of my videos. Maybe I don't do this, I don't know. But back to the corduroy stuff like that. Another thing that some of the event organizers were saying was about gas. There's 2 gas stops, one each day. They say keep it as light as you can. Canada, I don't know if we use the standard or metric system, but they say a 10-liter jerry can for one day, a 10-liter jerry can for day 2. They made a good point. They have to load 400 plus cans of gas, and if you have a 20-liter jerry can, and so do 200 other people, these guys are slugging a lot of weight, and it's gas on a truck with the trailer. It's a moving bomb. This year they did state try to keep the gas light. What they said is you should have 3 jerry cans, one for pit stop 1 on Saturday, one for pit stop 2 on Sunday, and then Saturday night when you're finished day 1, you have gas in your vehicle or your campsite or maybe with your friends and stuff like that, just so you have it, but you don't need as much as you may think. One thing that they said is, yeah, the average person really might not even go through 2 tanks of gas in a day. So, oh, watch this part. I failed that.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. There we go.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good.
Don't know how that happened.
It looked amazing. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looked
Sean.
amazing. That was
Actually,
funny.
the traction here is good. Get in there, so.
I think if you hear
Well, I think
hear
my
me
skid plate
over
caught
top
because
of me
I've got a little
talking
bite.
already, I think what happened was there was a root drop there,
Okay.
And I'm confident going downhill on a bike, and my skid plate, the particular bike I have, it sits 1 inch lower than a standard bike. So the big problem I have with this bike, and when I get into gnarly terrain, is I tend to hit the skid plate more, and I tend to dig the foot pegs in deep ruts. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But in that crash, I was fine. Literally, the dirt was so soft. But even Sean was saying that this is some of the stuff that the pros have to go through. Like, I don't know if this exact spot is something the pros have to go through, but they go through this stuff. So, but I think I'm coming to the end of the video, so I'll leave it at that. Anybody that's doing the corduroy this year, best of luck. I do have a couple guys I race against that I'm going to go there. Probably going to help them out best I can. So if I see you guys there, Ryan and Danny, do the best I can to help you guys out. In the meantime, you guys take care and enjoy riding.